What's up, y'all? This vlog 54, Raw Uncutt, and we talking about investing in yourself. Basically, just talking about investing in whatever it is that you love to do or want to do. You know, basically, in order, I guess, to get people on board of what you're doing, you got to show that you're investing in yourself and what steps are you taking yourself if you really want to get to the next level of whatever you're doing and wherever you're trying to go. Everything happened in its own divine time, but you know, you still have to invest in yourself, especially in this day and age we in 2022, and definitely going forward. Really within the last couple of years, to be honest, before the pandemic and all that extra shit.
Yeah.
But investing in yourself. You gotta invest in yourself.
Yeah, you gotta always invest in yourself no matter what. You know, especially like you said, especially nowadays, but even before, you know, pandemic and stuff, that's always mandatory. You gotta invest in yourself. You know, that's with anything in life, period. But especially if you're doing like a career or anything or a business you're starting, it starts with you. You know, always gonna start with you, with the person, and what you doing. You know, and while you invest in yourself, you know, you can't allow people take that away from you or try to invest in yourself, or take away, not even take away, but kind of like distracting you, or either try to tell you how to invest in yourself. You know, it's different ways people can, you know, try and use that type of energy towards you when you try to invest in yourself. And you always gotta just stick to what you've been doing, so you know you can better yourself off. Because that's the main purpose of investing in yourself, to better yourself off. Period.
Basically, just using the example of it, it's basically like somebody hit me up, I think last week, you know, asking about, you know, like studio stuff and all that, you know, but I don't even have time, and I was basically telling them I don't really have time to help you do studio shit, you know, because I already had time barely for the shit I'm doing myself. I just figured out how to make beats, and I'm doing that, and then arranging them. It takes time to do all that shit. It takes time, and then on top of it, working all day to make sure I bring enough home in order to pay for all the shit we have here, pay for the place you live, pay for the car, pay for insurance, this and that, you name it. And on top of it, working on that. And when I'm not doing that, so, you know, I was basically telling them, man, giving them, but what I did was I gave them the game of how I got some of this stuff. I told them where you can get this for sale, where you can get that. You know, basically nowadays, as a youngin' recording, just using this as an example, you gotta invest in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get you a little part-time job or something, or whatever it is, and get that little studio equipment. It don't take nothing to start it. All you need is a laptop, a little 500 gigabyte laptop, a microphone. You can order off of Amazon, Zounds.com, Sweetwater. They have so many sales on stuff nowadays, it's not even funny. You can get plugins for your software. And as a matter of fact, don't forget to get the software.
Yep,
you need laptop, software. Make sure you get an audio box or interface. You can get that for $60. You can get a mic for $70 to $80. You can get a mic for $69 to $70 to $80. A good one too.
Yep.
Clear, crystal clear, sound great. Condenser microphone. And get the software. You can never get it. You can even download a beat software to even start learning how to make beats, and then upgrade to full version so you can track them out. That's what we did.
Exactly.
That's what we did. That's what this stuff is behind us.
All this stuff.
Look. That's what we got. Headphones, $100 for the headphones. This shit costs. You got to invest in your fucking self. And that's basically what I was sending them, telling them, you know, just. And I sent them a video of the singer-songwriter Russ. I think Puerto Rican Italian dude or whatever he is. I'm not sure which one he is.
The rapper
Russ. Yeah, and he was on Gilly the Kid. Shout out to Gilly the Kid and they podcast, and he was talking about how an artist is wasting their fucking time. I think he did that interview in 2021. He was saying this, that they're wasting their time if they are not investing in themselves and buying this equipment and looking at YouTube videos on how to do this shit yourself. Like,
there's no excuse.
There's no excuse now. We're not in the time of go to the studio, getting into the producer. People don't have time for that shit because it's because people are steady trying to make money, different streams of income in different ways, from making beats, from doing this, from doing that, from A&R to management, every little thing. So people don't have time always to be in the studio right one another until you making that money, till that money's coming in heavy like that. But other than that, this you gotta invest in yourself. You gotta do it. As simple as that. You gotta sacrifice that weed, sacrifice all that bullshit, and if you really want to do it, you need to invest your money in that equipment.
And that's the main thing, like especially investing in yourself. Like when you got habits like that, you know, not saying that's
drinking
bad. Drinking too. Not saying it's bad or whatever, but I'm just saying if that's where you put a lot of money into, you gotta reevaluate everything that you're doing. Like you need to really like look at what you're doing to invest in yourself. You know, you're gonna have to cut back on certain things and stop all that shit. You know, not completely, but you got to moderate it and just kind of like just do it moderation.
Yep.
You know, in moderation, you gotta do shit in moderation if you're doing shit, you know, smoking, drinking, or whatever. But if you want to, you know, invest in like we have equipment or just invest in something, period, you got to take, you know, it's going to take time and it takes money, you know. And like you said, we've been doing, you know, we've been investing in the studio since, to be honest, even shit, probably since 2008 when we was in high school.
Yep.
And then we had a mic, we had a board and stuff, and then, you know, a couple years later, we started getting into the software to record, and then we built the booth like we got right here, you know, a couple years back, and then we just kept upgrading for mics, upgrading the programs, you know, upgrading even the booth, you know, investing in putting soundproof in the booth and everything, you know, it's like you gotta really invest, you know, even to the point of what we recording off now, the camera.
Yep.
Period. The camera, this light that we have.
Yep.
You know, that's part of investment that we got early last year, for us to even start doing vlogs and start doing music videos. You know, because before we did, that was our, you know, we lacked content on our YouTube, and now y'all see us every week doing the Raw and Uncut every week. So we have to really, put money and time into these things, you know, and it takes time. You know, it's not going to be overnight. You know, I know everybody want, you know, especially nowadays.
Everybody want now, but it's not going to happen now.
It don't happen like that. Especially, you know, I understand social media. I hate to keep saying that, but it's true. Because social media, everybody look at social media, what everybody else got, what they got, and how this person got it, or whatever. You got to just focus on yourself, invest in yourself. Stop worrying about all that other shit. Like you said, cut all that other shit out, and you got to invest in yourself. You know, invest in it. You know, wherever you're doing.
Right, whatever you're doing, whether it's your business, whatever it is, it don't matter. We just use an example of studio because we've been doing music for a long time. That's how we had the stuff we have. I actually took, because I had a TV and I took that and turned that TV into my screen for my computer.
Yep, this right here.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just simple stuff like that. And just like how we record this with the camera and the light. You know, brought a couple lights. Bright lights, these lights you can use outside, you know what I'm saying? At night when it's dark, pitch black, have great lighting for your camera.
And then, like you said,
it depends on how bad you want it to. You gotta be passionate.
Yeah, that's
able to keep going and see the vision, see the tunnel vision. I don't give a fuck how fast you want to do something. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take days. It's gonna take some weeks. It's gonna take some months.
One thing also with, like you said, Gilliam's podcast, Jim Jones and Mano was just on the recent episode, $1 million worth of game, and one thing Jim Jones was saying, you gotta stay consistent. You gotta stay consistent. You know, so
even when it's slow.
Yep. Even when it's slow, you gotta
nothing
stay
going on.
Consistent.
Gotta stay consistent.
You gotta keep going. You know, because even when people's not checking for you or they checking for you, you just gotta keep going. You gotta put your head down, stay focused, and keep going. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing and all that shit. Like I said before. But you know, but like we said, you know, we invest a lot of time and money in this shit. You know, well over thousands of dollars of all this shit,
definitely.
From mics to cameras to programs, especially programs, software. You know, even
MIDI keyboards,
even
sound packs.
Yeah, sound packs. Even from mastering, like I said, the plugins and stuff, and then also even freaking, like I said, the software, but even like the desktop. We have to invest a lot of desktops and stuff.
We got 2 desktops.
You know, because we got to, like you said, you have to have room to install a lot of these programs and
these big software. You got to be able to they got to be able to hold all that shit too. So it comes up. We had to do upgrades in each desktop, upgrade the RAM, and then add extra SD in it, so that way it can run faster, load faster.
Processing.
We don't have to worry about those problems. You know what I'm saying?
He had to. I think it was last year, or a year before. He was taking the desktops up to the computer store,
Up to Micro Center.
Micro Center, yeah. And he was installing the extra room, the extra was a gigabyte into the.
Well, they installed the.
What's the proper
I
word?
think it was the SD.
SD. Yeah.
One of the SDs for one of the computers and the RAM, but I figured it out myself, so I saved money. And on the second computer, I did it myself.
Yep.
And I programmed it and everything.
Mm-hmm. You gotta do that, man. And it takes time. It takes money. You know, you can't just think it's gonna happen like that. You gotta invest in yourself. You got to invest in yourself. You know, you got to. I'm gonna repeat it. You got to invest in yourself, especially if it's something you really want to do, really love to do. You got to. You got to cut all the shit that's unnecessary. Unnecessary, I mean, and you just gotta keep doing you. You know, I don't care if sometimes it's gonna be people you got cut out. A lot of times it do.
Right.
A lot of times.
So it's big. So you gotta do. Basically, stay 10 toes down. If you really want it, you gotta be passionate to keep going and figure it out. Like before we learned how to make beats, we had to. I didn't know, couldn't find a program that worked. But I finally found something that worked. I went back to it, found something that worked, kept going. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this, and figured it out.
Yep.
And now here we are, making our own beats. Just an example.
Within a few months.
Yep, few months, less than a year.
Yeah. Yep.
Less than 6 months.
Yep. And it just takes consistency.
And keep going.
Period.
Invest and keep going. Simple as that.
Yep. What was this vlog 54?
54 Raw Uncutt. Invest in yourself, man.
Invest in yourself.
Straightforward as we can put it.
Period.